Kia ora, it's whanau back at you again with another recipe. Well, it's not really a recipe, but I don't know about you. I like hangi, but I don't want to wait all the way to Christmas. So I'm going to teach you how to make a hangi on your stove. Let's go. All right, whanau, now this is a 3-tier steamer. I'm not too sure how many liters, but I picked it up at my local Chinese grocery store. You can get a bigger one as well, but this feeds about 8 people. I got all my meats that I want to use. I got some chicken drumsticks, nice and cheap, some corn silver side. I got some pork strips, some cabbage, some potatoes, some kumara, some pumpkin, and some stuffing. So what we want to do is we want to put some water at the bottom of that pot, making sure not to cover that first tray. Put that tray back down, and then we're going to put some cabbage leaves on the top of that. This is a good way to kind of keep the meat juices in without having to use tin foil for the meat. So we're going to put all that down, and then once we've got the cabbage down, in goes our corn silver side and our chicken and our pork. Just fill it up, make sure that you got enough room to put the second lid on, so you don't want to overcrowd it. Once you got all your meat in there, you want to get your seasonings on, so salt and pepper. And then put the second tier on, and then repeat with the cabbage. So you want to put cabbage down at the bottom, and on top of that we're going to put our vegetables on. Once again, not overcrowding it, just making sure there's enough in there to put the third tier on. Salt and pepper again. Then on top of that we're going to put our stuffing, and then put the lid on. Awesome. So now we're going to take that, put that on top of our stove. We're going to cook for about 2 hours on a high temperature. After 2 hours, take it off. Stuffing smells good. Everything's good. Make sure your vegetables are nice and tender, which they should be after 2 hours. And your meat is cooked. That's the most important thing. Make sure your meat's cooked, because chicken and pork, you got to make sure it's cooked. Plate it up. I got heaps of leftovers for the next day. Fry up. Chef whanau, mean.